National may come to regret its leader's decision to rule out Te Pāti Māori, with our latest Newshub research poll showing them as kingmaker. Political editor Jenna Lynch is here with the numbers. Jenna, just how close is this race?
It is 5 months to the day until decision 2023, and boy, it is going to be a belter. With the top two in a tight tussle, the minor parties have become major. Labour is in front by the slimmest of whiskers, 35.9%, down 2.1. National nipping at their heels, 35.3%, down 1.3. The minors aren't moving at 10.8, up a smidge. The Greens holding on 8.1 despite all of their dramas. But the minnows, Te Pāti Māori, they pulled off a coup and gained support to 3.5%, up 1.7. New Zealand First back in the game, 3%, up 0.8. Both those parties nudging ever closer to that 5% threshold needed to get into Parliament. The Chris contest has a clear winner. The preferred Prime Minister rankings show the public warming to Chris Hipkins. He's up on 23.4%, up 3.8 points, while his challenger, Christopher Luxon, drops to 16.4, down 2.4, his lowest score yet, lower than Judith Collins' last pre-election poll. 8.5% are keen on an Ardern return, while 7.5% want David Seymour. 3.6% are still wishing for Winston, and 2.3% want Green MP Chloe Swarbrick, while her leaders again didn't rate. So, who can cobble together a coalition? 61 is the winning number of seats in Parliament. Labour get 46, add the Greens 10, that is 56, nowhere near. Nationals 45 and Axe 14, 59, close but no cigar. Te Pāti Māori, assuming they win an electorate, get 5 seats. 5. Nationals ruled them out. Let's lean them over left, and that just gets Labour across the line to 61. The starting gun has sounded. Bang! They are off. The race to election day starts now.
Wondrous Westminster Abbey. The extravagance and regality, the most beautiful distraction from cold, hard reality.
Some weeks you have good weeks, some weeks you have bad weeks.
Because aside from cleaning up after natural disasters, Chris Hipkins has been mopping up Labour's own messes. From Stuart Nash to Mecca Whaitiri, Chris Hipkins branded his premiership on bread and butter, usually with a sausage in between, but it feels like Labour's been serving up scandals instead, and voters aren't happy about it.
Polls will shift around, some weeks will be up, some weeks will be down.
The other Christopher, raising a glass to Labour's misfortune, but handshakes and hope
next Prime Minister
aren't convincing Kiwis that Luxon's likeable.
Are you the right person to lead the National Party?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Have you considered standing down to make way for someone else?
Never, no.
It's now an all-out drag race to October 14. Everyone on the same page there.
There's no doubt it's a tight election race ahead.
There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a really close election.
Every single vote will count.
So, let the mudslinging begin.
Do you want a coalition of chaos, or do you want strong, stable government?
Any national government is likely to be part of a coalition of cuts.
We also asked, do you think the leaders are in touch or out of touch with the issues facing New Zealanders? About 50% said Chris Hipkins was in touch with their issues, while 35.6% said he was out of touch. Christopher Luxon, the opposite tale. Only 37.2% thought he was in touch with issues facing Kiwis, while nearly half, 47%, thought he was out of touch.
I'd just say to you, I don't think I am. I think for me, I'm really in touch with what's going on in New Zealand.
Falling in popularity and relatability, Luxon has also cut off a bridge to the beehive.
I've ruled out National coming to any arrangement with Te Pāti Māori.
Te Pāti Māori are still revelling in their political revolution, swiping Mecca Whaitiri from Labour. They're Chris maker in this poll.
It doesn't really matter what the two Chris's say, because their end games are vastly different to ours.
Do you regret ruling out Te Pāti Māori?
Not at all, not at all, not at all.
Careful who you make an enemy of when friends are the path to power.
Jenna, this really is on a knife edge.
Other than Te Pāti Māori, no one will be stoked with this poll. The right failing to reap the rewards from the left's constant state of omni-scandal. Hipkins staring down a messy three-headed coalition. Luxon's personality problems have bedded in. It's beginning to feel like the public just isn't that into him. These new out-of-touch numbers are brutal. That is about relatability. And digging in deeper, even 20% of national voters think he's out of touch. 1 in 5 of his own voters, whereas for Hipkins, it's only 1 in 10 Labour voters that think he's out of touch. I'll be on AM tomorrow at 7:05 with more results from this poll about how Kiwis think the leaders are performing. The main takeaway, though, is that these parties are going to have to earn your vote. For Labour, that starts Thursday with the budget, and with the race this close, with 5 months to go, expect them to pull rabbits from hats. This campaign is going to be a policy bonanza.
E mihi kawana kia koe, that is News Hub political editor Jenna Lynch.